Hello. Today I want to show you something that's gonna hopefully blow your socks off. I expanded the self-fulfilling potion system that I showed a while ago for another segment, so you could just add that on top. It's a self-fulfilling tipped arrow maker. So like with the potion system, you have a stock of tipped arrows, and for example need arrows, let's in this case expand our storage, so I limited it to 4 stacks of arrows, but let's say I want to have more tipped arrows in my storage, so let's just take out some redstone. Then an order is sent out to produce weakness arrows, and yeah, so that's the decoder that selects the ingredients for us. So in this case we deselect the nether wart, select the ferment and spider eye, redstone dust, dragon's breath, and gunpowder, which also has a armor stand here. So the order is sent out. So here you can see the central item storage of the ingredients, and those lamps also indicate what ingredients were selected. And the moment a minecart in the back is filled with the ingredients, and here the brewing stands are also filled with water bottles at the moment, and if no blaze powder is in stock, it would also be filled with blaze powder. And any moment the minecart with the ingredients comes at the top and distributes them to the brewing stands. So yeah, let's do a quick time lapse and wait until the brewing stands are done. So the brewing stands are finished. Now the potions are shot out by droppers, and the next step, go up an item elevator. Then they go over the old potion system, so the potions would go in here, but now they go into the magic tipped arrow maker. So this shoots out arrows and the lingering potions, and they are turned into item form and then shot out by more droppers, and land up here, and when all arrows are shot out, they're sent up. Okay, here they come. Okay, now the tipped arrows fill up the storage. So if you would build this in the spawn chunks, you could just grab some arrows whenever you want, and the system will automatically produce new ones for you. I also included some safety features, so if you don't have enough ingredients, or water bottles, or blaze powder, or even arrows, then the system won't start brewing unless you fill it up. So you're guaranteed that the system is more or less fail-safe. Here's the arrow storage. We have 6 double chests of arrows. Okay, but you might be wondering how I turn the arrows from entity form in item form. So this was discovered by Galia Minecraft. She or he, I can't tell from the name, showed this to me yesterday. Whenever you would shoot an arrow for dispenser in a sand block that's on top of a wall, could also be another gravity block like a dragon egg or gravel, then it will turn the arrow from entity form into item form. And this is new in the snapshots, so whenever you put a sand block or gravity block on a wall or fence, then it would stay in entity form, so you could walk in there and push it with a piston or whatever, so it would stay in entity form. And in this case, if you shoot an arrow, so there are some arrows in here, into this, then it bugs and turns into item form. So now we have 1 arrow in here, let's do it again, and now we have 2. What's quite interesting is that it only works with the dispenser from the side. So if the player, for example, attempts to shoot arrows against it, then they mostly bounce off. Also, I tried to make an arrow farm with skeletons, but I couldn't get it to work like this. So they bounce off, so you can't turn those arrows into entity foam, only the dispensers work. But what's interesting, what I discovered, is when you shoot arrows from the top onto the sand block, then they get deleted. So, as you can see, the arrow is just gone. But what's interesting is this only applies for the normal arrows. So let's take a spectral arrow and shoot it on top. Then it would turn into item form. You can see it turns. And yeah, this works with the spectral arrows, or yeah, all the new arrows basically. The ability to delete arrows is of course interesting in other cases, for example in a record farm where skeletons constantly shoot arrows at golems. This could help to decrease the lag that arrows create, because you could simply delete the arrows. So if you have golems shooting, skeletons shooting at golems, and the arrows travel through water, get slowed down and fall down. So imagine there would be a creeper standing here. He could stand on the wall, so like me, he could stand here, and all the arrows that fall down damage the creeper, and when there's no creeper, the arrows just get deleted, which is perfect. This could also be useful, for example, in Gnambon's witch farm that also works with skeletons shooting at the witches. Because if you, for example, have a quad witch farm, a few thousand arrows they're gonna lag. The other known method to get rid of arrows is send them to the void. So if you remove bedrock, that's another alternative. Okay, let's get back to the tipped arrow maker. So of course the idea came to make a tipped arrow maker with this. So in this dispenser we have the lingering potions, and we shoot the arrows in from the top. I haven't explained this yet, so you only get 6, or can convert 6 arrows into tipped arrows if you send them in at once in the initial cloud. So that's why we collect them first with this end rod here and push them down at once. So all the arrows enter the cloud at the same time, then 6 get converted. If you shoot the lingering potions out, have the cloud, and then shoot in the arrows one after the other, the maximum amount of arrows you can get is 5. So that's why I do the system with the end rod. And the end rod is perfect to collect items. Arrows in this case, because you can shoot the arrows against it, and if you push it down, they fall down nicely. Another similar block, like a fence or an iron bar, would connect to the dispensers, which is not good. Then you would need to space it out more, so using the end rod is the most compact solution. Okay, let's see it. First let's shoot 6 arrows against the end rod, then get the lingering potion, and then send the arrows down with the piston, and then they're collected here. So let's do it once more. Let's do the arrows first again, then the potion, and push them down. Yeah, and then they're collected with this hopper minecart, which is inside the cobble wall, and transported to the chest. So yeah, that's it. I forgot to mention what the water is for. So the water is there to slow down the arrows. Because I had some reliability issues without the water, sometimes the arrows somehow destroyed the sand entity and the hopper minecart, but by slowing them down, the system got a lot more reliable, and so far it didn't have an accident. Maybe it's necessary to add another water block, but so far it was reliable for me, and I've done a lot of testing. Okay, so over here all it did was automate the system and somehow squeeze it in. So you could add the system to, for example, if you have built this already, the old self-fulfilling potion system, you could just add this. So I haven't changed the way the old system works, I just added this to the old system. So yeah, normally the arrows in the old system somewhere go into those chests, but now they are, in case you have arrows selected, are flushed against the fence gates, fall down, collected by this chest, and then they go into this dispenser, and this shoots the potions out. and this also activates the droppers at the top, and yeah, basically converts them into tipped arrows. What's noteworthy is that the system is quite fast, so you can convert 6 arrows per second into tipped arrows, and yeah, that's faster than 2 hoppers work. So that's why I had to do this system at the bot here, so it doesn't become a bottleneck. There's a hopper minecart standing on top of 4 hoppers, and basically distributes the items into 2 droppers, which are shot out and then sent to the item elevator. So that's basically it, and then they go into the corresponding chests. Okay, then there's another small change I made with the selector. I used a system that T5G5 showed me. So yeah, this is also now fail-proof, and also did a small addition. So you could turn the system on and off, for example. So for example, I haven't built it in the spawn chunks and just want to collect some arrows and don't want to wait until the system is finished brewing, then you could turn it off and no new batches are processed. And when you turn it on again, then it would start, if you come back the next time, then it would start brewing the potions for the arrows and so on. So basically, it just goes down and keeps this piston extended, and basically this is the selector item. This wanders through the hoppers and makes sure that only a single potion or arrow is selected, and we disable the hopper, so no new potion can be selected. Yeah, that's basically it. So this was the system with 9 brewing stands. This creates 27 potions at once, which create 162 arrows at once, so that's 2.5 stacks. Of course, you could add more brewing stands if you want. Up to 54 is easily doable. Over there I also made a 21 brewing stand version, so this would be a little bit faster. And yeah, you could just add the system with the tipped arrows at the end, for example. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you today. Thanks again to Galea Minecraft for showing this to me. Without that, wouldn't have been able to do this, because you would always require a player to grab the arrows. And of course, this is snapshot technology. It might change, hopefully not. I don't think it really has downside or could be considered as a bug, so why shouldn't the sand stay in entity form? It's quite cool and also useful for other stuff. Okay, that's it. Have a good day and goodbye.